Hello and welcome to the special Christmas edition of Active8. We're feeling particularly festive today, and to help us get into the spirit, Tim and Alan are joining me once again. And to help us get a little bit more in the festive spirit, I thought I'd get us some nice Christmassy hats. So there's one for me. Very fetching, I think. Tim,
oh, thank you very much.
You get exactly the same. And Alan, because you're the most festive of all, you get this lovely little jingly elf thing.
You'll pay for this.
We thought it was very becoming.
Makes me look like a cheap, low-rate Vulcan.
Yep.
But I love the jingle.
I'll cut you as well.
All right, so our first topic of discussion today, gents, is has technology ruined Christmas? Has it ruined the magic of Christmas? I can remember last year, everyone in our family got some sort of gadget or gizmo, and we all stared at them lovingly and ignored everyone else in the room. That's against the Christmas spirit.
No, that's the joy of technology at Christmas. If you have hateful relatives and you don't want to speak to them, just get your iPad, your Kindle out and look at that instead. Much better.
So you don't have to socialise with people, you can just hide?
Well, I'd have to socialise with people I don't like, yeah.
I think it's a great way to stay in touch with people. So, you know, we can check up photos of people's trips. And Skype as well. It's fantastic to be able to put up a webcam and actually talk to people, because I remember 20 years ago trying to send an audio message to my uncle in Indonesia. We had to record a cassette tape and then post that. And we had to do it about 2 months before Christmas to make sure it got there in time. Now you just fire up Skype and you're there.
But there's still something quite nice about tracking down the perfect gift in a nice Christmassy shop with lots of other people, rather than just sitting at home in your underpants finding what you want to get for people on Amazon or Play or wherever. No?
Yeah, I think there's still a place for smaller shops, but if you're going to buy it from Comet, then you might as well buy it from Amazon and save some money.
But you can't buy from Comet, Tim, because they've closed by now.
Yeah,
but
well, that's my Christmas stuff.
Most people shop at the same boring old chains anyway.
Yeah,
they don't actually go to like small independent shops. So if you're just going to buy stuff from Dixon's and Tesco Extra, then you might as well get it from Amazon, really.
So the tradition and magic of Christmas was ruined a long time before technology came along?
There has been no traditional magic of Christmas. It's just a faux rosy-eye nostalgia thing that we've concocted to make ourselves feel better.
So technology's made Christmas better, surely?
I don't know. There's anyone I want to talk to less than my relatives in this country is the ones that live abroad in other countries. No.
You also have to remember that lots of technology gifts come in boxes, and children love boxes.
Boxes are brilliant at Christmas,
Yes.
but you can also get to the point where everyone's just staring at a screen and not really caring about everyone else. And
in that case, give everyone boxes.
Give everyone boxes.
Yeah.
Happy Christmas.
There you go, here's a box. Enjoy that.
Certainly. All right. So one thing that we definitely all do at Christmas is eat far too much, and the traditional Christmas meal is a big part of that. I set Alan and Tim a special task. Alan had to use the latest technology to do his Christmas food shop, and Tim had to use a traditional market. Let's find out how they got on.
So here I am at Walthamstow Market. I've got my shopping list, my shopping bag. Not sure how I'm going to haggle with a single £20 note, but let's give it a go.
So, Christmas shopping of the iPad. It's the way of the future.
That's my carrots and my potatoes sorted. Off for the rest of the items on the list.
Since we can't afford turkey on our budget, we'll just go for a whole chicken instead.
Please. And can I have 6 chipolatas? And can you do with some bacon as well?
Yeah,
excellent.
6 chips.
My, what a fine selection of awful, dreadful looking instant gravy. Mediocrity is the middle of the road.
737 altogether, please. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
263. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Yeah, bye-bye.
I've got my chicken.
Piggies and blankets, which are basically a fancy name for sausages wrapped in bacon, basically. When the apocalypse comes, we'll be sorted for stuffing, because there's a gazillion different varieties. I bet Tim's getting really stressed out right now. I'm sitting here relaxing on my iPad, doing the shopping for the comfort of this office chair, and Tim's, sweating and huffing about. It's good to be me.
Bit of that, the chocolate pot.
Big one.
Yes, Bob, yeah, you okay, yeah?
Right, I've got everything on the list. I've got a surprisingly heavy bag and also a surprisingly heavy wallet.
Time to check out. So it's £24 and 10p, including delivery. And I'm done. Why are you still here?
Ah.
And as if by magic, the table is now covered in a fine Christmassy spread. On this side, we've got Tim's, and on the far side, we've got Alan's. Right, you were judged on the amount of time it took, the quality of the produce, and finally and crucially, you were judged on price. Tim, how much did you spend?
£18.74.
Alan?
£24 10p.
So that's 1-0 to Tim, even with the delivery cost, I still think.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So Tim wins on price. Convenience. Al, was yours nice and easy to do?
The Tesco website is an abomination that needs to be put out of its misery. Whereas the app is actually surprisingly easy and pleasurable to use. Well, not pleasurable.
Tim, I'm presuming you took a bit longer, but what about the quality of the stuff you're able to get?
Yeah, I think it looks better. I'm really pleased
Your
with the
sprouts
veg.
are magnificent.
They are. The butcher's was fantastic.
So there we go. So you were able to go into proper places and actually choose exactly what you wanted. So time, Alan was quicker. Price, Tim, you're cheaper. So on quality, I think purely on the size of Tim's sprouts, I'm gonna give him the victory.
Don't forget Tim's meat. It's plumper. It's got a nicer, richer colour to it.
It certainly is. It looks
Corn-fed.
like a very good chicken.
And you can't really see it, but those sausages do look fantastic. They were actually made in the butcher's.
The other thing that I got you guys to do this week is have a little think about some films, and particularly technology in films that you wish was real. Tim, you thought about this a little bit, and you came up with this. Explain.
I'm a massive Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fan, and so it has to be the Babelfish as
Why?
the gadget. Why? The Babelfish sits in your ear, and it instantly translates anything that anyone says to you.
So rather than the awful English stereotype of going to France and speaking very loudly and very slowly.
Yes, all try and conduct online conversations using Google Translate, which is just embarrassing.
So everyone should have a tiny little Babelfish put in their ear.
Yes.
And then there'd be no need for anyone to ever not understand other people again.
Exactly, yes.
It's an interesting feature. It would certainly be handy. And Alan, your pick was something slightly different. Explain.
I went for the computer in the movie, the classic 1980s movie Weird Science, where in a highly improbable series of circumstances creates the perfect woman in the form of model Kelly LeBrock, who is fantastic.
If you can't get a date, make one, is what the VHS cover at the time said.
Basically, yes.
So you want sort of 3D printing of people?
Yes, why
Create
not?
your own army of whoever you like and whoever you want.
Yes, my own army of subservient bipeds.
Excellent. Well, that's very festive, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I like to think so.
All right, I think before our heads cook under these hats and the chickens cook under the incredibly hot studio lights, that's going to be it for this episode and this year, in fact. Thanks very much for all of your, well, delicious food, really. I'm going to go off and eat that, and we'll see you again next time on Active8. Goodbye. But using no and now this. I don't like it. It's very you.
Oh,
Don't you say sweet hell either, probably.
why not?
Some people are offended by the word hell.